Hi, my name is Eileen and I help men and women who know they are getting in their own way, who wish to get out of it right now so they can get on and get the success that they deserve. So we have to talk about overwhelm, because overwhelm comes to all of us when we're running our own business and running our own show, or actually if we're trying to create something new in our life. Overwhelm is part of the process. So let's discuss first of all, what is it? What is overwhelm? So overwhelm is a reactive behavior when we feel out of control. So maybe you just have too much to do, you have too little time, or too many things to think about, or too many people that you feel that you've got to look after. Does any of that sound familiar? Well, that's overwhelm. You're just reacting to the massive amount, and it's a human behavior of the ego, that I call it, or of the brain. So the overwhelm has a pattern. So what happens is you get overwhelmed. Now you might see it appearing in your life this way, where you get distracted. You know those days when you've got loads to do, and instead if you spend 3 hours on social media, you'll just get distracted, or you'll watch that box set, even though you know you've got to do your marketing. You'll just start watching that box set, and before you know it, you've lost 5 hours of your life, and then you feel stressed. So you could get distracted, you can feel disconnected, you can just feel disassociated, where you just feel not present in your life or in your business. I personally get a bit aloof, so my husband will talk to me and I'm like floating. I don't know where I am, and he's like, "Are you listening to me?" And I'm like, "Yeah," not floating off type thing. So there's a pattern to overwhelm. So I want to discuss that with you, because the more that you can notice and become aware of this pattern, and the more awareness you have, the more consciousness you have, you can break it way quicker. Would you like to break overwhelm a little bit quicker? Yes, it's great. It's great when you know this. So here's the 7 steps, the pattern to overwhelm. So the first one we go through is denial. So the first one is deny. We deny that we're overwhelmed, and this is when we just get distracted. We just do other things. We put off the very thing that we're meant to be doing. The second thing is we blame. We blame ourselves, and we start name calling. What's wrong with me, and why can't I do this, and why haven't I done that? The third thing is we start to blame others. Oh, it's their fault I never got that done, or it's my client's fault because of that, or it's my partner's fault, or it's society's fault. So we blame other people. The fourth thing is we become pretty self-righteous. I know it all, I'm right, they've all got it wrong. And we become like that. The fifth stage is where we just exist, where we're so overwhelmed by the new change that we just create, we just plod along. We just plod, existing with what we know. We kind of like survive with what we know. We just stay in that space. But the sixth stage is where we truly start to create change, where we start what's called integration, where we start to question. How come I am feeling overwhelmed? And what actually am I overwhelmed about? And this is where we can move from overwhelm into creating and solving our own problems. And the seventh stage of overwhelm is we go, actually, this is part and it's necessary of our own growth. That the overwhelm and the head just freaking out is part of it. And we start to thank the behaviours. We start to appreciate the feelings that we feel and know this is part of the next step. It's just part of the growth. So I hope those 7 steps have helped increase your awareness, so the next time that you're overwhelmed, first thing, stop blaming yourself. And the second thing, you go, I'm going through that 7-step process. That's okay. And if you think you need any more help with this, or want to know creative ways to get out of overwhelm, then please contact me directly. You can click on the link and book to connect with me and have a call. And let's see what's overwhelming you and how we can instantly get you out of it. Thanks for listening.